All right there. Hello there, bud. All right then. Hello there. I think that. All right. Okay, let's do that again. All right then. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Fall of the Republic 1.5 former preview playthrough as the Hutt cartels. So this is the finale. This is it. The last one. And this is also in the new office. I mean, it's not fully set up yet, but can I hold on? Let's see. Video capture. I mean, I don't know if that'll work. Maybe not. Either way, doesn't matter. In the future, I will be back with the. We'll have the face cam in for those who have been missing that. But yeah, so we're on the doorsteps of Coruscant. We lost Mr. Maul last time. We'll have to get a new ground force going for handling all that. So let's queue up some of those things. We know Palpatine is there. Things got rough. Things got rough. Hello, KOB, Joshua, Kiwi, Tim. Hello to New Zealand. Alright, so we have a few main goals. We need to capture all the shipyards, which means Mandalore, Cutric, and Solist, alongside Coruscant. That's going to be another of our goals. But we also want to get to the point where we are like twice as high as either of the remaining factions. So what we're going to do is take a look at our mission here. What's our expanding front mission? We get some Class C tenders. We have some time for that, but I think we might... Do we want to just go for it? We could just go for it. Get things started that way. Alright, so we want to go with that one, and then we also have this pretty big fleet at Druckenwell that I would kind of like to send to Kareema. But I'm going to spy on our surrounding planets first. We know there's a big fleet of Kilaran, we saw that earlier. But, oh, looks like Argonar doesn't really have much to it in space. I'm just going to hit that with the AR. Like, when a ground unit shows up in space there on a level 2 station, I mean, you know, I'm thinking we're probably okay, even with an auto-resolve there. But let's also get some spies going in the core. And I think we can move this guy back to the Fondor fleet. So was there a ground-to-space cannon on Coruscant? I don't think there was. There might have been. Let's see. Kiwi's asking, if this ends up being a mega stream like the birthday one was, will YouTube break it? So yeah, there is a 12-hour limit, but now that I'm more aware of that, there's ways around that. We're not going to be here for 12 hours. If we're here for 12 hours, Kazoo's going to starve for one thing. I mean, I guess Dana's going to be home in like 4 or 5, so she can let him out, but I don't want to leave him in there for 5 hours all alone. That'd be sad. But we're not... It's not going to take that long. There's no way. Let's see. But yeah, so if we have any of those kinds of like super streams in the future, I'm just going to have multiple scheduled that I can jump between. Or like do one and then schedule the next. Because I could pre-schedule it, or I could just take a 5-minute break and schedule the next one next time. It is not a huge deal. It's annoying that it happened when it did, because I've never really done a stream that is longer than 12 hours. So, oh, Slumhall, he was part of the group that attacked Belderon, right? So yeah, we can get him down. Thank you, Fat Man Rolling, saying, hope your Friday's treating you well so far. Can't complain. Didn't get as much done as I wanted today, because, had to take Kazoo for a groom and then pick up some medication for him. But I may have requested his groom be a little too short. So he looks a little funny right now. He's so skinny. He's so skinny. Oh, I know it. Oh, I know it. So skinny. Fun part of having Italian grandparents is hearing that all the time. Now I get to say it to a puppy. Okay, even if we do spend money, we can get that money back. But I don't think we'll need to spend too much more. I want to get this landing zone. Famine Rolling's asking, who's your favorite Hutt celebrity? Sandra Darbullock or Barabula Streisand? I think I have to go Barabula Streisand in that one. Do these guys even need to be here? Can I get some artillery to help with this, and some missile pods? I guess you. I'd make more Hutt celebrity puns, but I can't think of any famous people right now. But I do appreciate the effort that went into that one. Okay, I think, yeah, you guys are just infantry. You should be able to handle this, you guys. There we go. Come on. But this stream is brought to you by membership on the Corey Loses channel, where members and patrons and Twitch subs even get an exclusive Greater Maldrude campaign going on right now. So that's the word from our sponsor today. Will the Hutts also get their big flyer in TR? No, the plan is no right now. Oh, hey, you need to just deploy? That was bad. I guess actually that was the second one, so you can come up here now. And like, this is partially just a test run for all the planets we need to take coming up. Alright, one of you needs to go and take the extra money for us. Everyone else just goes down here.
Awaiting your orders. Roger that. Yes, Commander.
Alright, Rook.
I await your instructions.
Madam Cost. They have a planetary shield? No, just that.
Waiting orders.
I guess I will scout out towards there. Because if we just bomb the hypervelocity gun, then a bombardment will come in soon after. Not that soon after, but at some point. Okay, the pod guys are really good against these structures, so if I could stop them all from clustering. WLOs, you can go up there too. Yeah, I probably need to keep some WLOs back here to stop them from getting killed by, or to stop the artillery from getting killed by infantry that just pop up on the side. Are you AV or? Oh yeah, you're AV actually. I don't know why I thought the atmospheric flyers were anti-infantry. So that's my bad. Okay, let's try to just keep stuff open in there. You get the bombardment on this. And there's the senator's office down. Get these guys down. Nope. The pods can stay on there. And the tax agency, and we'll be good. We'll be good. There we go. Well, there's people, but they'll probably retreat soon.
Yes, Commander. Ready.
Is anyone taking cover in this? Is that what's going on? No. Alright, I'll just send the WLOs ahead. And these potty guys. They like to potty. Over here. Oh, that's a lot of infantry, actually. Can we get some more WLOs up there, then? Okay, let's blast the field bases. Okay, yeah, we'll have to try to move these back. Because, yeah, they brought in a lot more than I thought they would out of that. Even though you are anti-infantry, I'm still going to send you up there. Or anti-vehicle, I'm going to send you up there to try to deal with the infantry. There. I just wanted to make sure we could protect the WLOs. Or the artillery. So now you guys are probably far enough out that you can retreat. Or you can turn around and fire. Opposite of retreat. Alright, that needs to go down. There we go. And I'll make sure we get any other field bases out of here. I don't know why I targeted that one, but...
Awaiting your orders. I copy.
There we go. Okay.
Reporting.
We got him. We'll get some extra fleet tenders. That's handy.
Beginning construction.
See if or where we want to deploy them. But what is this? What's the easiest way or the best way to get around here? I guess we could go this way, which kind of brings us... It brings us right beside Mandalore, because we need to get to Mandalore anyway. So it's either go Dathomir, Zanbar, Mandalore. We could get those 4. Or we could just go... Yeah, because we have to get everything except for your Garros anyway. So that's fine. I'll hold them here for a minute. Kiwi's asking, does this mean the Empire of the Hand campaign is coming soon, or does it still need to cook? It is still... There's still stuff that needs to be done there. A lot of stuff. We're still working on for it. But it'll probably be once the Empire campaign is done. That is the hope. I am hopefully going to be able to do my outstanding work for it. Outstanding isn't it needs to happen still, not outstanding isn't it's going to be good. It'll be terrible. I guess I'll spy a little bit further into here.
Right away.
Alright, get around there. So, if I wanted to take Khalida Nebula, it could be a good time to go in. It's a lot of ground units. I think we might be able to do that. Because we have some point defense, and that's a lot of VSDs. Okay, I'm gonna move some spies in there. Knowledge is, of course, power. And power is half the battle.
Constructing.
No.
Building cancelled.
That's not how that works.
Constructing unit.
Do we want to spy on Xenon as well? I mean, I want to spy on everything, but okay. Let's put these guys back together down here. Is there anything else I can, or I need to replenish from the? Oops. There was something in there. Whatever.
In production. Unit in production.
I think I did cancel another Dorbula. Hello, Andre? Chat, do we just attack these people? Could just go to Kareema. Alright, well, do we have an ion cannon here? We do have an ion cannon here. I can get more defenses. I'll just get the extra defenses wherever I can. And let's see what's on Dinan. So Dinan has 90 there. We can Teen Wolf this and top that. I really hope I got that reference right. I think that's where that's from. Was that Teen Wolf? Why would that be Teen Wolf? Why would they be dancing in Teen Wolf?
Complete.
Is anyone old enough to know the answer to this question? Or is someone willing to go Google top that and tell me if it's from Teen Wolf?
We've located the enemy.
Don't punish yourself by watching it. It's bad. Okay, we have interdictors, so this is actually fine. We have our New Zealand Navy replacement ship. We have Nor'easter, Standard Definition, Bohalek, Caranthere's Commerce Caravan, Where's My Healer, Celebration, HSB Scrumptious, Memory of Hamilton, and that guy. Just a regular guy. A regular little guy. Okay. I'll have to go do some hunting there. Well, you know what? I don't need to worry about those yet.
Frequency open.
I just need to do these guys because we have interdiction. So there's no rush. I'm even going to use my bombers to try to handle their fighters because I think that's a bigger deal right now. Teen Witch. Okay, that makes more sense than Teen Wolf. Because I think she does a spell to make her friend better at dancing. Because apparently the way you deal with bullies on their car is a spell. I'm starting to remember things. Sort of. But we have Autumn, we have Tenant, not David. So presumably an inferior Tenant. Apparently the Republic doesn't have very good Tenant protection laws because he's about to die.
Engaging enemy.
You know what? Let's get our bombers to start going over to the station. And these Vontaurs can all come over. I'm going to send some of these smaller guys to hunt on there. Where's the tender, though? This tender, I want you to just heal this guy. That's your job.
Battleship standing by.
Alright, and this voracious...
Free to attack.
Get on out of there. He did its job.
Frequency open.
Do I need the fighters for this? Not really. I mean, we're finding a good amount of ground units in space in general right now, but that probably just means a lot of their other planets are entirely full. Somehow, both of these guys are still intact.
Destroyed.
There we go.
Direct fire on the engines. Weapons charged.
Alright.
Captain here.
Just a couple little groundy guys there. The Golan actually managed to take out the shields in our Karega.
Form up. Fire. Dreadnought cruiser ready.
One, there's two,
Orders. Targeting.
and now in we go for you.
Forward.
Alright, well, so I won't be immediately replacing this with an Empire War campaign because we've got the supporter exclusive Maldruid campaign going on. We also have the Empire campaign going, which I'll probably end up doing
Mission go.
3 or 4 episodes per week on instead of the 2 or 3 until we're done that. But I do want to do like
We free to
maybe some Stellaris Star Wars stuff. Maybe throw in some RimWorld. See how we do. See how we feel. See what's out there.
frequency open. The lasers are
There's been some indie games that I want to
Roger that.
check out or check back out. Like we got Ground of Aces to stream again. We got... there's another one I was sent recently that seemed potentially interesting. So, if you do any kind of gaming YouTube, you get contacted by a lot of indie game devs trying to send you game keys.
Tactical battle imminent.
And, like, generally, I think the expectation is everyone that they contact is going to ignore them, or most people they contact... Oh, I should have just auto-resolved this. Most people they contact are going to just ignore them. And mostly I do, because just, like, it's so many emails. But if there's one I see that, like, I find interesting, I'll respond. And this time they're like, well, are you sure you actually want this? Because you seem to mostly do Star Wars, and we're not Star Wars. And now I feel like I'm being judged. What's the difference between the B1 and the droid? Well, the have... Oh, I'm at the star. They're also like the command droids. 100 credit slime wedding, get in there. Luna's asking, for Revan's Revenge, are you guys going into the Old Republic stuff too? So in some cases, there's content from the Old Republic that applies to the time period of KOTOR that's like really old. So as far as that goes, there's some stuff that we'd pull in. Otherwise, as far as doing something set in the Tor era, we don't necessarily have plans to do it, but it's a possibility in the future to do like a Galactic Conquest set in that period or a separate mod set in that period. But like all of that would be a fairly big commitment and a lot of assets, a lot of work. And we already have so much going on that it's not really a commitment we can make. We can't really commit to doing anything else. So is this Devastation or is this is a regular subjugator? It's got the pointy tip. That's how you know. It's just the subjugator though. We could just jump on that little bad guy. Are we sending the ground units in? We have a reasonable amount of stuff there.
Construction complete.
Receiving orders. On my way.
Come on over. I want to take Kareema first.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
So let's just do the invasion of Kareema
Invasion commencing.
before they finish any structures on that. Because like as far as any like starting any or getting anywhere on any actual new projects would go,
As you wish.
it'd be stuff for Imperial, because we still have Imperial Reign to do. There's always the question of whether it makes sense to do more on Ascendancy.
Ready for orders.
But-
At the ready. Engines activated.
Time is a limited resource. I've not figured out how to make more of it yet. I'm working on it.
Copy. Torpedo launcher.
Okay, this is going to be interesting because anything we get in here is going to spawn on the outside, unfortunately. The petroglyph patches have been great to have, but there are also things that they break like that,
Comlink active.
where
Orders.
Our base is under
things that you capture on non-clear terrain will spawn in the nearest clear terrain, even if like it's infantry we're capturing, and they'd be perfectly fine going in here.
Report.
Oh, Snuggles.
Initiating ground assault.
The Kazoo cams will be coming, but Kazoo is, he's napping off his probably overly short haircut.
Yes, Commander.
He had a nice little grooming appointment today. Because like, he was supposed to be neutered last month, like, or I guess this month, not last month. He was supposed to be neutered in May 15th, but he got sick, and then
Engaging.
that got pushed back.
Standing by, sir.
So,
Prime.
so that didn't happen. So he got really scraggly, and now his neutering is going to be
Squadron moving.
his neutering is going to be in like 2 weeks. So I got a fairly short haircut for him, a fairly short fur cut groom, but it might have been too short because we wouldn't be able to send him back for a little while. But he looks very skinny.
Awaiting orders. Ready.
He's not a thick dog at the best of times. And without his fur, he looks very small. There we go.
We've secured
Yay! But yeah, with the office set up now, there will be
area control.
office like face cams and kazoo cams.
Under construction.
Beginning construction.
All right, do we just jump straight in there? I think it might make sense to jump straight in there. This fleet could do better with some Veraci. Well, we have that right there. We're not really going to get a better opportunity for Nebula right now.
Construction
Oh, crap.
complete.
Just wait. Come on.
Tactical battle imminent.
It's all alone. We have interdiction.
The enemy has been spotted.
Look, volunteer project creation. Nobody... No, that won't target that. I want them to waste...
Location confirmed.
Alright, with that in, we can take that shot.
Contact confirmed. Frigate moving out.
Come on, everybody.
Moving to coordinates. Advancing.
They wasted it.
Right.
The absolute fool. I had to find just the right thing that it'd be willing and able to fire.
Holding position.
Alright, you're gonna come over here. You're gonna come back. So the subjugator has fairly light weapons,
Weapons online.
which is actually really good for hitting little guys like this.
Is the laser cannon. Awaiting your command.
Fleet, your transmission garbled. Repeat.
Alright, we're probably gonna have another round of super weapon shots off. There's the first one. Are we gonna get through the second? Or get through the weapon before the second? No, doesn't matter though. The
Weapons armed. Systems online.
target selection was fine.
Are we free to attack?
They're probably gonna take out the Starspeak Huttese.
Frequency open. Target
But
destroying lasers.
I'll put some guys on engines just in case. Because we actually don't have the interdictor in this fleet.
Power to shield.
And so it makes sense just to have those get out of there. A lot of medium weapons though. Look, you got 44 light dual turbo lasers. That's the majority of its weaponry. Thank you, Dad Paints Minis.
Moving to attack position.
And there we go. It's all exploding.
Lasers. Destroying the launch bay.
Gone. No more subjugator. There actually might still be another subjugator out there. Because I don't remember if we killed Devastation or not. I mean, if you want to count Devastation as a subjugator. You're
The lasers are our
you're allowed to have a different opinion on that if you want.
priority.
I don't mind. If you want to call it a subjugator or not, I think there's arguments each way. Do I want to keep any of you out of... nope, they're good. Okay. Why do some units disappear completely? The GAT and ATXT specifically. Notice not long into the campaign they just vanished from the building. They were earlier war things. There are a couple things that unlock as you go on, a couple things that lock. They're an example of the earlier war only ones. Lost Barabula. We lost Jabba's nephews, brothers, friends, Gungans, groomers, fiancés, baristas, war cruiser, Rejuvards, and the Starspeak Huttese. We can get those back in. I do want to get the Voraciouses first though. Alright, let's get these ground units in.
Moving out. Reporting.
This is the one I'm thinking of, right? Yes, okay. Was this before? Yeah, this is after it got modified, I'm pretty sure. It might have been like last year. I'm bad with time. Especially since we got Kazoo, everything. Well, really, since we started looking for our house, everything feels like a blur. Let's get some VATs in so we can transport. I'll get artillery, some WLOs. If I could get some more WLOs in here, that would actually be the hope, the dream, the experience.
Copy. Command received.
Let's see if we can get
Ready.
some other landing zones.
This way.
Because we don't have many WLOs right now on this one.
Construction complete.
I copy.
Enemy unit sighted.
Moving out. Heading
Okay,
out.
they got
Destination
crabs.
ahead. I have the target in sight.
I am going to build on both of these, I believe. Like, they don't have that many units here,
We've secured a landing zone.
but
Yes, Commander.
We've
I'd
secured
rather
a
not lose anything. Like, the Republic and the Republic sector forces are
Ready. Moving to
We've
fire.
secured a build pad.
Target.
fighting. I was working on an alliance handler
Rolling out. Moving to position.
script that like
Brigade standing by.
changes affiliation for stuff, but there's some issues there,
Lead rally.
i.e. the game not, the battle not ending.
Tank brigade ready.
Oh damn, they got it. Okay,
Right away, sir.
We've secured a
all right, we're just gonna get
Yes, sir.
you.
Let's move
I'm
out.
kind of sad about that. I wanted those,
unit destroyed.
but this seems like this is where we're gonna be
Initiating ground assault.
getting into fights. So,
Maximum unit capacity.
I copy.
all right, can the WLO or can the artillery hit from there?
Ready.
Probably not.
Position.
Probably a little too far.
Turbo laser tower available.
Yes, sir.
Can it? Oh, it might be able to.
Aerial artillery
Not
reporting.
that bad. Kind of crazy to be flying around in a war zone like this, but
Ready for orders.
those N1s have just got nothing better to do, I guess.
At the ready.
We've secured a build
Ready to
pad.
receive orders.
Oh, there's
Secured a build pad.
another enforcer back there, so I think we can. Hopefully, we can kill them. The missile is at least the AoE can get him.
Go.
Okay, now we are good.
Comlink active. Keep going.
Yeah, like they don't have
Fire.
any structures here either. There's a few planets that are kind of being taken back and forth.
Engines activated. Attack that target.
All right, let's take out the Magna.
Receiving orders.
I assume they're going to retreat soon after.
Run available.
As you wish. Attacking target. Fire at will. Copy. Roger.
Like,
We've secured a build pad.
honestly, my preference is not having things that can be construed as units or used as units elsewhere just randomly running around the battles.
Yes, sir. Targeting.
Like, I don't love having the N1s. Like,
Ready.
there's a war going on, and then, like, these are units that you'd see elsewhere, so it just feels kind of weird to have them.
A build pad.
Form up. Torpedoes online. Ready for orders. Attacking. Firing.
Floating around the battlefield.
Engaging. I have the target in sight. Ready to receive orders.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess we should take out the J1.
Unit destroyed.
Comlink
We've
active.
secured
Heading
a
for
landing
attack
zone.
position.
All right, that's on there because we don't really have much
Right away.
better to do with it.
Moving out.
There we go. All right, I think we lost the WLOs. We might have lost them to the skiffs,
Build pad.
but it works out. Lost some VATs. Oh right, we lost a VAT. That sucks.
System control achieved.
A whole VAT. Okay, I'm gonna switch them over to Kareema
Building under construction.
because we kind of just want to get these built back up into
Construction.
Beginning construction.
stuff to scare them away. So we're on Dinan there. Do we want? Let's get more spies. Oh, they actually just lost Solist too. Let's see. So we could go to Garros on that side then. You know what I'm going to do is actually, for this side, I'm going to get more spies as well. I think we're losing out on base structures over Yavin just because they're all there. We could push to Yagdal. Because Fondor can fend for itself. Even without vision, I think we should be okay there. But I am going to keep building up
Constructing unit.
for the
Constructing
Coruscant
unit.
attack.
Constructing unit. Enlisting troops.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to take Patala back out of here. We don't need Patala here.
At the ready.
Maybe Voracious as well. We can just sit over. Liberate Danon for elite mercenaries. How are we looking like for planets? Okay, military is only going to keep getting further in our direction. You think the CIS got rid of droids and ideas too quickly? There's some CIS vehicles and droids that look like they should have been widespread, but not cost too much and never used again. Well, the cost too much is important when, like, it's not just how effective something is, it's how widespread the war was, right? So, being able to throw a bunch of shit everywhere and just have a presence has a lot of value itself. Like, simple coverage is sometimes better than having like a smaller group of more effective things. All right, we need to invade that as well. Let's go to Genon.
Construction complete.
We have the Liberate mission there, like just so we can start moving stuff back and forth once we get to Malastare. Because I think this fleet can go to Malastare pretty easily. What do we got there? Is that like a Senate Commando? I was doing a Hutt campaign, but I never saw that kind of Sauron Eye thing here. Oh, what's that? That's one of the pirate groups. So there, you get one of the random ones when you build the pirate group thing. So that'd probably be why you haven't seen it. Because it all depends on which one you roll. Alright, we got ourselves more ground units, more heroes. Get out of here. Alright, I imagine there'll be a retreat soon. Yeah, there we go. They got nothing to retreat. Okay, so yeah, this group can go from Naboo to Malastare. That's just the station as well. Public to Kambara. So they're kind of fighting with each other over on this side, which is good for us. Because we don't really have the strongest fleet on this side. But let's see how these all feel. I'm just going to auto-resolve that because it's just the station. We lost the Unbending, Juvard, Hutts are us in Ubrikian. Do I want to abandon... Oh, they have a grounded space cannon. That's part of why. So that would have counted against us. But I think we can
Moving out.
safely pull our ground forces in. And you guys can go from Fondor to Yagdal.
Approaching.
Go to invade Renvar.
Brigade standing by.
Construction complete.
So that's got to be coming... There's only one direction that can come from. We'll have spies on them all soon, so we'll see where that's coming from and what's most dangerous. But is this going to be one of their last heroes? Probably. Wessel. Do have ground units there too, and we don't have interdiction, so it's possible there'll be some objections to us killing all their stuff. We got Patala, we got a Barabula.
Setting course.
We don't have the Bohlek. We'll need to do another TR Hutt campaign sooner than later.
Awaiting orders. The lasers are our target.
Alright, get on there.
Attacking target.
Attacking. Got him on the run. Engines active.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Weapons online.
Well, okay, you can take out those. Do we have any hope of killing any of the ground stuff? Not really. We can get those engines. We can try to take them out, I guess.
Battleship standing by.
It can be a bit tougher doing these, like, retreat stops without, or with the Hutts. Just because so much of their damage is based on missiles. So you can't change the direction quite as fast, even though they have more burst damage. If you're in between salvos, it's a bit tougher. All right, let's pop here into... Oh, hello.
Imminent.
There they are.
Enemy fleet approaching.
On our
Okay,
way.
there we go. Is the ground setup still there? Let's find out.
Tactical battle.
Like, we might be stopping the ground attack just by getting to Meridian right now. We had a second fleet up north. That would probably be helpful. But we're doing all the pressuring with this one. Like, I don't imagine they have a ton up here anyways. But there's Dreadnought. Dreadnought. We have Adorable.
Moving to coordinates.
We have you. Do space arcs. Do like some space arcs. We'll put in the Eye of Sauron. The Goofball, Poison Rationality, and Fairwind.
Right. I'll get there. Are we free to attack?
There we go.
Open fire.
Hayden, thank you for the $5 donation asking, are you still planning on making guide for the Sith and Mandalorians on Revan's Revenge? I am. Hopefully...
Target sighted. Frequency open.
The first, or not the first one, I guess the second one technically, will be towards the end of June, and then the remaining one would be start of July. I was really hoping to have them all come out with the mod, but it's just been, the year has been
My copy. Fire at will.
very busy.
Up. The lasers are our target.
My ability to actually work was
Copy.
IPV reporting.
more limited than I wanted it to be.
Weapons armed. Squadron advance.
Weapons
Thrusters at
online.
maximum.
Navigation systems powered.
Yeah. Like, especially with Andor in the last little while, that went into, that took a lot of the old attention.
Running out of maneuvers.
Fleet.
And even then, I haven't been able to cover Andor as much as I really wanted to. But like, it's been a really good month for Datapad, or 2 months for Datapad. So could have been even better if I'd been able to devote even more attention there. But going from Baby Kazoo into renovation was kind of tough. How are we looking with this? Okay, we still got some stuff on us. This... Well, we can actually... Hold on, is there another shipyard we have up here? Not really. We'd have to start in the middle.
Vehicle in production. Unit in production. Unit.
Well, I
in
want
unit
2 of you
cancelled.
first. We'll start with the usual core. Do they have nothing on here? Yeah. Okay.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, we didn't stop them.
The palace is under attack.
Get over there. Let's spy on Solist. Let's spy on Ariadu.
Let's receive.
Mirai is dead. Well, you know what I want to do actually is just go here first.
Vector set.
Reporting.
Tactical battle imminent.
Heading out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh. Did that come from this fleet? Probably. 277. Okay. Okay, no, this spies.
Brigade standing by. Battleship.
But we need to take...
Tactical battle imminent. The palace is under attack.
We need to take Solist before they build it up. Oh, come on. There we go.
Invasion commencing.
Because, like, what I'd like to be doing by the end of the year, like what I want to be consistently doing by that point, is have at least two full-length videos coming out on Datapad every week, including getting back to the campaign breakdowns. So those are like written, edited style videos, and have one video like that on loses per week as well. So have that be the Friday or Saturday video. Have an Empire at War campaign, a non-Empire at War campaign or other game equivalent,
Destination.
and then have the additional like supporter Patreon campaign, like channel member Patreon, whatever campaign.
Construction complete.
Plus a whack of shorts on Datapad as well.
Come across enemy units.
That's been the hope, the goal
Heading out.
for a while, and I've sort of gotten there with
Yes, Commander. Almost
some
there.
weeks, but not quite.
Reporting.
And so, like, the scripted videos on loses would include stuff like the faction guides, the release videos, but also hopefully like
Yes, sir.
other game breakdowns or more of the Galactic Battlegrounds, like standalone cut down campaign thingies. When I did the farming simulator videos,
Artillery reporting.
those things.
Open fire.
Secure a build pad.
Turbo laser tower available.
Yeah, that's it. This way.
We secure a build pad.
Ready for orders.
Awaiting orders.
I don't remember what they actually had here. They don't have many structures. It was like 5 units.
Our base is under attack.
These are just snaps. Yeah. Okay. So I don't need to panic. Try to get over to that. That.
To receive orders.
This is not what you want in your life.
Let's go.
Copy.
The rest of you can start moving that direction, but all right. Here we go. I can do some artillerizing on that too.
We secure a build pad.
You don't need to.
Juggernaut ready. Target
Don't need to take cover.
ready.
There's not enough going on that you need to worry about death yet.
Attack that target.
Secure a build pad.
A juggernaut? That is a juggernaut that they have. So let's try to move towards here.
Roger that.
And I'm gonna get these little pods over here because that's a lot of vehicles. Well, the rest of you can keep moving down.
Skip ready.
So you guys just worry about the infantry, and we should be able to take these out with
Bombing run available.
that.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, bombing run here. Don't get too far up.
We secured a build pad.
I copy. Pirate skip
Unit
right away.
destroyed.
Copy.
Okay, that's
Moving out.
not going super well. Okay, now you can take cover. Oh, they've got healing too. Ugh.
Enemy sighted.
Well, we should be taking this, and then we can just land some more.
Unit destroyed.
Can we get that, or is that too far behind?
Landing zone.
All right, let's get pods and more infantry on that.
Unit capacity.
You should be able to get down to this landing zone now.
Yes, sir.
And
Destroyed.
can I hit those repairs? No, this needs to go first.
Secure a build pad.
Don't worry about the juggernaut until that's done.
Stand Standing by, sir. Attack.
All right.
Prime.
You can deploy and then shoot that.
Unit destroyed.
Oof.
Your orders?
You're good against vehicles, but not when you're
Capacity. Unit destroyed.
getting attacked by them.
Yes, sir.
All right, well,
Over there.
these guys can just go for the base.
Yes, Commander.
We secured Aiden
Engines
attack.
activated.
Gonna lose that bet? Yeah.
And ready.
Matthew's asking, will the CS sub-factions be more diverse? Like you have only a limited roster. When you integrate each of them, you'll unlock units associated with them. There will be a bit more in that direction, but like we still need the CIS to function as a whole roster, even without them integrated. Like there's more stuff to work with now than there was before, so there's more we can distribute there. Urano? But there will be some changes in that direction. The CIS and Republic government mechanics will have some modifications in 0.6.
Reporting in.
That'll be one of the bigger things for Father Republic in 0.6, most likely.
Commencing attack. Weapons armed.
Is that too close? Yep, we're good.
Destination set.
Okay, so it's just the structure.
Proceeding.
We secured Aiden attack.
Attacking target.
And yeah, that'll include
For aircraft. Transport ready.
some shifts to
On my way.
accessibility and availability of
What are
units.
your orders?
This has ended up taking a bit more out of us than I'd hoped, but it's also the last planet we need to take down here, so it's not the end of the world.
Cannon.
At your command.
Where's that house? There's the house.
Bombardment incoming.
Awaiting orders.
Now get out of my
On
house.
way.
Right. Weapons online.
Enemy has been
There we go.
defeated. Planetary control complete. Construction.
All right.
Begin
There's one of the
construction.
planets we needed to take. It's all kind of split. Do I maybe move you up that way? Okay, so let's drop you in there. I don't think we need to take Yagdal right now. I'm going to just bring this down so we can deal with
Moving to coordinate.
those units. And we'll just keep our spies going around.
Beginning construction.
We have the grounded space cannon there already. Well, Greater Belgium. And we'll mass up our fleet on Alderaan. Or our army.
Sure.
So I can just see what we've got right now and then figure out what we need.
Acquired.
Heading out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, back to Naboo. That's very... Oh, really? You're gonna take a Vontor for that? Despicable. Okay, let's go to Kalita.
Construction complete.
How are we looking for this? Close.
Tactical battle imminent.
And so this is one of the two big fleets that we want to take out. And there looks like there's another... Okay, that's another fleet that we'll want to deal with. So we found... the big guys. Okay, so there's another one that we want. So we know the three fleets that we need to handle. Oh, and we lost Cataclysm over that too. We'll need to bring the ground forces around.
Building under
Right.
construction. Building under construction.
All right. That's what we're looking for. I think Jabba's alive.
They're over here.
Okay, so I have to be a little bit careful. I think we can at least brute force through the Pelta tender, or through the interdictors. So we'll get there. We'll get some
Moving. You got it. It's your money.
point defense.
Let's go. Input
and some fighter healing. All right, let's get what we. Well, let's go for the battleship first here.
Ready for action. Are we free to attack? Targeting.
That's just a support.
Forward.
Where's the interdictors? I mean, it's harder to get them when they're that far back, but yeah, because we'll have to kind of focus on the victories.
Frequency open.
So maybe we can't brute force the way I'd hoped, but we can still try to do this a little bit more conventionally. Because if they're at the front with their capital ships, then we don't have to worry about point defense ruining our attempts to kill their capital ships, which was the other kind of concern about leaving them alive.
Form up.
But make sure we get those missiles.
Awaiting orders. Attack.
Alright, let's try to leave some stuff a little bit alive. Just that we're not reducing their fleet quite as fast. Okay, but if they're up front, then we have to focus this down. Otherwise, we lose out on a lot of damage from point defense.
Open fire.
So that has to happen now.
Let's go.
And if we can get the front one all the time, then we save the most possible of our munitions.
Engaging enemy. Ready to receive orders.
Okay, fighters, you're good. And Ulal is a good combat bonus, so
Targeting.
we have more power than it looks like. Bombers, let's just get the bombers in there.
Weapons online. Fleet.
Alright, this group,
Garbled. Repeat. Forward.
go on there.
We're in attack range. Firing.
Because they have quite a few of these.
Roger that.
Can you maybe start going for that? Alright, stop. Auto missiles? Well,
Battleship standing by. Moving to attack position. Attack. Moving out.
alright. Our point defense is starting to get more of their missiles coming in.
Attack.
Alright, they're bringing in more of their stuff. Because they had 270 total pop. This might actually not be super winnable.
Coordinates received.
But I can't get back to these mines. I was hoping I'd be able to just take out the tenders and then take out the mines, but there's a lot of point defense going on right now.
Engines activated. Battleship here. Open fire.
And we're really seeing the weaknesses of our missiles against their point defense.
Engaging enemy. Fire. Targeting.
Watch the crossfire.
Alright, I might be able to just focus on these guys now. So let's try to take out what we can of the weaker ones already,
Frequency open. We're in attack range. Direct
just in case, because we're probably gonna
orders.
lose the overall engagement, but
Firing.
if I can take out more ships, that'll be better for next time.
Thrusters at maximum.
Moving to attack position. Attack. I copy.
Alright, let's get this VST now. Because hopefully our fighters and bombers will finish this guy off.
Bombs away.
There you go.
Form up. Target those missile launchers.
And I'll give a different target for each of these ships. Because they shouldn't need
Lasers are our target. Copy.
a full salvo per hard point.
For laser cannons. I copy.
Okay, go back to that Venator.
Activated. Attack that target.
I've been hit.
Weapons
Drawing their fire.
online.
Alright. We've got a little bit left to commit. I was thinking I'd just sacrifice this, but I feel like with this little bit of extra support, we might,
Target reporting.
with your support,
Standing by. Attacking.
Hold on.
Are we free
Hutt
to
fleets
attack?
everywhere.
Take out the missile launchers.
Preparing for combat.
You know what?
Yes, sir. Bombs deployed. Yes, Commander.
I've been hit.
Dreadnought cruiser.
I might be underestimating our chances.
All guns.
Or overestimating theirs.
Heavy cruiser stepping by.
Okay, you know what? That works. That's what we needed.
Frequency.
And we didn't even lose that much.
Have strong resistance.
Open.
Like, we lost a Sajin and a Karega?
Power.
Roger that.
We're keeping what matters.
Enemy target sighted.
I got one on me. Switch pattern.
Alright, let's get this guy before it
Engaging enemy.
points any more defense our direction.
Receiving
Huh.
orders. Weapons charged. Moving to coordinates.
Okay. Like, it would have saved a bit more, even if I'd
Open fire.
just gone in right away, but...
Requesting new memories.
Like, if I'd brought in the reserves right away, but I thought we'd have to just sacrifice everything and move on with our lives. That doesn't seem to be the case. I never have to move on with my life.
Launch bay. Captain
I can play Empire at War forever.
Sir, I...
Firing turbo release.
Forever.
Fire for effect. Awaiting orders. Copy. Targeting. Dreadnought cruiser
Yeah, we're not looking likely to lose anything else to these stations. Perfect.
Heavy cruiser stepping by.
Okay, Khalid is also space only,
Here.
so we don't need to
Turbo releases.
worry about a ground invasion. We'll just have to see if we need to go anywhere with Naboo there.
Fire.
Need to do anything extra with Naboo there?
Your eyes open.
We lost Australorp, a Karega, a Cossack, a bunch of minstrels, a Raka, and a like really not bad for what we just got out of that.
Conquered.
Like, our economy's better, our fleet's better. Do we worry about Naboo? Or do we just... Yeah, okay, so let's put this back over here. Actually, I want to put that into this fleet now to fill up some of that space. We'll get a Karega, we'll get a Sajin, or we'll get 2 Sajins, and another Vontor. Okay, so they have another Subjugator, then they have this big fleet. Are they bigger than the New Republic, or the Republic? They are a little bit better than the Republic right now. I need to get to Maradun if I want to stop getting attrition.
Destination is acknowledged.
And that's going to be another tough one.
Battle imminent. Construction complete.
I don't think I need to invade there. I think I'm just going to move these guys back up. We'll go through Rendalia.
Vector set.
I don't know why, just to make them angry, I guess.
Coordinates.
Solist, we can
Building under construction.
start getting the shipyards up. Jinon... Okay, so it's ground stuff that we're going to worry about. But I think this might be enough to take Palpatine out, to take Coruscant. That's what we need to do right now. That's our main goal.
On the way.
Isa Himuya.
Right away.
Even with our nice little Hutt admin hero. Because I can put these all together, and then I think that'd be enough to drop on another Subjugator. Yeah, so let's put this in here. And with that, we're going to go
Construction complete.
that way.
Set.
Over Maradun and over Jinon. Damn, that was a big guy we just lost on that one. Okay, so I will
Awaiting orders.
I'll pull you down here.
Vector set.
We're gonna do the Coruscant invasion now,
Construction
and then hopefully, like, we can do Maradun after that. But hopefully, this is the big Coruscant invasion, the end of it, with no Darth Maul to mess it up. That dude's a loser. Fails at everything.
Forces ahead.
Base is under attack.
It's just too bad because the partisan setup there was actually quite handy.
Let's go.
Okay, I wonder if I can
Right away.
get there fast enough.
What can I do?
Hmm,
Construction complete.
maybe not.
Receiving orders. Attacking target.
Awaiting orders.
It's always a tough one to get
I copy, sir.
second landing zone here.
As you wish. Aerial artillery reporting. Fire at will.
Covering fire.
Okay, they have their own vat. Let's get in some AA.
Capacity.
And I'm gonna try to get repairs.
I copy. Heading out, sir.
Right away. Moving out.
Okay, so we kind of just got to try to hold at this landing zone, unfortunately.
At the ready.
Ready to move.
But hopefully with the AA here, this will be a little bit easier.
Cut through them.
Unit destroyed.
There we go. Okay,
40. Let's go.
get another one over here.
Unit
Cannons
destroyed.
charge.
Comlink active.
Unit destroyed.
Is it worth playing vanilla or jumping right into the Thrawn FO tier? I mean, you can play the base game tutorials maybe if you aren't like if you need to get refamiliarized with like basic controls, but I don't think you gain all that much from doing
As you wish.
Your order.
Unit destroyed.
the base game. Like a lot of stuff works very differently, and
Blast them out.
I find more parts of the base game more frustrating.
Attacking.
And I don't know that I would
Reporting.
necessarily continue playing all that much.
Go.
Reinforcement
Engaging.
ordered progressing.
Okay, we really need to
Yes, sir.
Palpatine.
Yes, Commander. Ready. Heading for attack position.
Entering
Okay.
battlefield.
Destroyed.
Attack.
Charge.
Over there.
Moving to position.
Destroyed.
Fire.
Come on. If we don't get him, then this is not worth.
Open fire.
Fuck.
Unit destroyed.
Attack the target. Attacking target.
Unit destroyed.
Tactical situation unfavorable. Retreat suggested.
I don't know that we even killed anything permanently there. We killed one thing.
Tactical battle imminent.
We've located the enemy.
All right, got to build that all back up again.
Moving to coordinates.
All right, let's see if we can. Yeah, like it's just so hard to get to the second landing zone.
Weapons online.
Like Maul's partisans made it easier to get that other top left one, but if we'd actually killed Palpatine there, it would have been worthwhile.
Battleship standing by. Moving to free to attack. Battleship here.
All right, at least they're not getting out of here with this one. And this this like grouped fleet, I want to use to take out those
Bomber standing by.
the Lucre Hulk fleet as well. Because down here we don't really need to take any more planets.
Form up.
It's just Mandalore and
To attack position.
Putrick in the north that we need to take.
Awaiting orders. Attack.
But I don't know if I should maybe send another fleet up north.
Priority is the laser cannons.
This should be the end of our
Engines
subjugator experiences.
Weapons online.
Bye, subjugator.
They're falling back.
Vector set. I've got him.
The enemy has been defeated.
I just don't know how we're gonna get past that Mandator up there too. I definitely need more support on that. Dirge is here, good for him. How much is this? That's 571 because there's 6 Lucra Hulks. That'll actually be a little bit easier to kill, to be honest. If there's 6 Lucra Hulks, they don't really have much support, then we can just, you know, pop and drop them. Because it's not super pop efficient. Like they'll, you know, I mean, not pop efficient, but it's not pop granular, I guess. You can't just like
Yes, Commander.
use their entire pop
Forward.
if it's all Lucra Hulk based.
I await your instructions. Yes, sir.
Alright, the hero should be fine even running into a couple steps. I wouldn't want him to run into like 12, but if there's
Your orders.
3 or 4,
We're
we can
on our
handle that.
way.
We will have turbo lasers to worry about. Really, it's just the turbo lasers.
Yes, Commander.
We'll need to handle that range, but
Awaiting your orders.
yeah, let's see how those bombs do against this.
Affirmative. We'll cover you.
They got one.
Nation is acknowledged. Covering fire. Yes, Commander.
Tagunta, you okay? You're okay. You're fine. Can we take this landing zone before any infantry get in?
I am en route. En route.
Alright, I want you to come back.
Fire.
Get some WLOs in.
Executing
I'm just not actually sure what we're gonna do about Coruscant. I guess I could build up turrets around there faster, but when Palpatine gets in, I don't want him to be around infantry.
your orders.
So I kind of
Order acknowledged.
tricky.
Skip mobile. Standing by. We've got them in our scopes. Awaiting your
All right, well, there'll be the towers to get soon. I'll worry about Coruscant when we rebuild the vats. Because the other thing I was thinking would be to get 5 vats, go into the base, take a bunch of stuff out in a battle, and then worry about the units again the next time.
is acknowledged.
Because that's a valid, viable strategy. All right, let's deploy our artillery,
Your orders.
and we'll start for the base. Because they're gonna be moving stuff around, but I can stop them from getting that landing zone.
Unit destroyed.
The target is in my sight.
Copy. Open fire.
Awaiting your orders.
Do you want to land anything else here too? Sure,
Maximum unit capacity.
why not? I'll even put another turbo laser there.
Yes, Commander.
Wonderful.
I await your instructions.
Okay, with all these in position, I'll just send them over to the other landing zone, make sure that stuff doesn't come in behind us.
Yes, sir. Order acknowledged. We're on our
Laser
way.
tower available.
Where is the power?
Orders.
We secured a position.
Affirmative. Destination is acknowledged.
Here it is. Okay,
Your orders.
so we'll get the AA turret, and with that down,
Standing by.
we can just start going into the base. I don't like that should actually hit both the tower and the power gen. We just need to get to the other buildings, not vehicles. Building, vehicle, what's the difference?
The enemy base shield.
I await your instructions. Weapons loaded.
Okay,
Forward.
hit that.
Yes, sir. Target acquired. En route. Yes, Commander.
All right, so we have just the 2 extra structures to get,
Your orders.
We
The
secured
target is in my
and I'll need to figure out which other units I can bring up north, which fleet, because we do need to get
them in our scopes.
victorious.
probably another fleet up here. I don't think we're going to be able to take out the, what, 500 pop for the
System conquered. Building under
the Mandator
construction.
fleet
Beginning construction.
with just these guys. Or is it? No, that's 343. That's not 500. How equipped is this for that? Not really that equipped. We got a voracious. Okay, you know what? Let's give it a shot. See what we run into. And I'll just queue up a bunch of
Constructing unit.
other stuff around here.
Vehicle in production. Unit in production.
'Cause the other thing we want would be 2 spies. Let's build more spies than that, though. We want to, but we can have more. All right, which means there's still this fleet to deal with. There's this fleet to deal with. There's that fleet to deal with, and then there's Mandalore and getting to Q-Trick, which we're nearly at. I'm gonna move this back to now Hutt.
Tactical battle
Well,
imminent.
I would like to.
Tactical battle imminent.
I don't want to auto-resolve that. Okay, so we have this fleet. There's technically the fleet in the core over Coruscant, but it's not really a big one.
Constructing unit.
Well, it'll probably take a little while for us to get the VATs I want.
The enemy is approaching.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can take down the Mandator at least. No, because it's not in. This is going to be like everything but the Mandator at first. That could be interesting. Okay, so let's jump in a little bit farther back so we don't take the enhanced damage.
Right away.
Ooh, HVGs.
Frigate moving out.
That's risky. It's crazy.
Unit capacity.
All right. So let's try to take out as much of the rest of it as we can. What's the Mandator 2's pop cap? Like 114 or something? I think it's north of 100. Maybe it's only in the 90s. It might be the Mandator 1. I don't know the number. That could prove dangerous. Alright, let's focus down the Imperator with the Dorbola, and then everyone else can stop. So let's get the Dorbola going forward towards that. We got all these little guys coming first. It's 155? Okay, so yeah, I think we should be good for a while then. They might not even jump it in. Okay, that alone is probably going to win us the battle, honestly.
Preparing for combat.
All right, let's get our other little guys to attack
Our target priority is
their little guys.
Incoming. Enemy spotted.
Roger that.
The Space Arc I'm going to keep on like heavier capitals just because it's heavier weapons. It doesn't make sense to
Roger
miss smaller guys a lot with them.
that. Assault frigate here. We have them in our sights.
Okay, Space Arc, take out the main cannons on that.
Laser cannons.
And I will keep the Dorbola on the Invincible.
Target.
Kaloth, okay, that hero group I think is just gonna be gone. Yeah.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
There's a lot of healing going on too, though. So realistically, I don't know if I want to spread my damage out that much.
Attack that target.
Try not to let one on your
Disable their launch bay. Destroy the
Well, okay, let's see what we can do here.
awaiting orders.
I'll take care of this. Hold on.
The lasers are our target.
Watch your six.
All right, I do want to stay. I want to stay on this
Hold on.
as long as we need to. Okay, those are all ion cannons now, so I'm gonna leave that. Ion cannons are good, but they're not good at killing hull.
Try not to let one
one on your tail.
They're not even good at killing Gatno. Or Aylmer. Local jokes get local work.
I'm on it. Ready to engage.
Engines
I
activated.
can't see it.
Direct fire on that.
Oh, look at that. The immediate chunk.
Take out the missile launchers.
Try not to let one on your tail. That's one. Try not to let one on
Weapons
your tail.
online. Disable
This
their
one only.
launch bay.
Rendezvous at Mark. Get him on me. I've got him lined up. I'm in range.
How many bombers do we have in this area? Get the Venator with that, and I'll keep something on that.
Repeat.
The HVG is a bit of a problem,
Ships standing by.
but you're gonna just handle.
Hold on. Watch the crossfire.
Ooh, there's a lot of bombers. Okay, you're gonna just handle the Invincible if you can. Although the Invincible is fairly healthy, and you are not. We're definitely not in position to, or healthy enough to fight off
On me. Ah! Take it
We're
in.
heading out.
a whole Mandator right now.
I'm on my approach.
Frequency open. Fire at will.
Watch your six.
But let's try to stay on the other guys. Well, we'll also see if they decide to jump anything else in before the Mandator, because everything's a little weak.
I've got a fix.
Form up. Awaiting
Our
orders.
primary drive system is out.
Awaiting orders.
They're pulling in other stuff.
Lasers are gone. Roger
It
that.
could go either way, though.
Weapons on. Making another pass. Moving to destination.
Maximum unit capacity.
Weapons charged.
Okay, it'll be nice to have a chance to go after their bombers before
Boys down.
Open fire.
committing to another battle.
Form up. I'll get there.
Because I could also just see them retreating from where they are now. The HVG is not helpful.
I'm in range.
We do still have bombers, though.
Should we go around?
I think they've jumped in everything except for the Mandator. I wouldn't be surprised to see a retreat. They're not there yet.
on my scopes.
They're not jumping it in yet.
Copy.
I can't necessarily retreat because we lose out on a few dead engines. Okay, you're gonna just hang out back here.
Awaiting orders.
You're gonna go up to that. All right, so I think we can take a victory here without. Nope.
They're falling back.
Oh, hello. They just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, Glenn's Air Force. Glad you can make it. So yeah, they just wanted me to see the Mandator was here. They had a point to make. So that means we will have to face it elsewhere, but like that's okay. I don't think they lost it. I think it just wasn't in the retreat animation, but I don't think they lost it. That's crazy. What the fuck? Was it on the losses screen? I just thought there was no chance. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So if stuff gets jumped in while retreating... That's crazy. Huh. Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Squadron moving out.
I am en route.
Ooh, okay. Another big fleet.
The enemy has been spotted.
But is it big enough? I don't think so. I think it's partially just because of the ground units there. All right, so I think we're clear to go. I'm not getting any HVG shots in right now, and I think there would be one if there were one. We have Cataclysm, Shah Gamor, the Goofball, Battle Cruiser, Poison Rationality. Alright, it's a lot of fighters. That's the only...
Engines activated.
the big worry. Let's try to take out Otto. We can go for Trench after that, but we'll see if we want to... Well, I have to stay around, because we can't retreat. They have interdiction.
Weapons ready.
So we'll try to keep our fighters around our fleet and use them mostly
The lasers are our
on
target.
defense.
Roger. Enemies
Even our bombers. Because we don't have much in the way of anti-fighter on this, unfortunately. It'd be nice to take out that DH Omni, but it's not happening. Alright, well, Otto first. They have some quite good heroes here.
To attack position. Let's move out.
The Sajin, I guess, can stay... No, the Sajin, you can come up.
Roger that. Our target priority.
Alright, we definitely need to kill captors as fast as possible. Because once those are done, the fighters will at least
Form up.
be a little bit more reasonable.
Weapons charged. I copy.
So will the frames.
I've been hit.
The
Okay,
lasers are
he
our
can go.
target.
Like, Trench has the better command tier, so it doesn't really...
Attack.
Like, the command tier from Otto is only really affecting Trench.
Form up.
So I don't need to
Awaiting orders. Preparing for combat.
rush him down before Trench gets in range.
Attacking target.
Bombers, can you... no? Let's keep all our fighters and bombers back here still.
Engines activated.
Anything down? Okay, we can replace one of the Tempests.
Capacity.
They have disabled our laser.
Cut to us, Slitheron thing is in.
Weapons online.
Our engine is down.
Attacking.
Ooh.
Dreadnought cruiser ready. Fleet, your transmission garbled. Repeat.
Blasted nerf.
Like, I'm not sure how much of this
Open
has really died, because, like, it's... There was a lot of...
Are we free to attack?
A lot of garrisons in here.
Enemy target sighted. Destroy the ion cannon.
Okay, let's go for Trench now. Go for Trench now. Fighters, come back for these bombers still. There we go. There. Okay, we're just going to take Trench down now. Glenn's Air Force is asking, when's the next playthrough? Who's it going to be? Empire of the Hand. The hope is that it's Empire of the Hand. It's going to be starting after the Imperial campaign, though. So this one won't be, like, directly replaced, because there's the supporter campaign going on, plus the Empire one still.
Frequency open.
But we'll see how long the Empire one takes, and hopefully the length of that is enough that the outstanding work for Empire of the Hand gets finished. But it's still a little up in the air.
Weapons charged.
Alright, let's... Actually, no, I can't retreat. That's not possible. Okay, we need to kill Trench here for me to be happy in life. Matthew's asking, are there any more playable factions planned for Fall of the Republic, or the main three are kind of it? There aren't any planned. Like, Hutt, Republic, and CIS are the three planned ones. There's the possibility of, like, if we wanted to try to do, like, Proto-Hapen kind of situation. But, like, nothing that we're
Frigate reporting.
explicitly planning to do.
Fire. Open fire.
Like, the galaxy doesn't have quite as many of the... quite as many galactic powers going on in this period.
That target.
I'm in range.
Certainly nothing that wouldn't require a lot of fleshing out from us. Alright, they win.
We have been defeated.
So we have 0 fleets up here now. We can rebuild them. over time. I wonder how that will impact everything. But let's do one of these guys.
Moving to coordinates.
Can we see now? Yeah, it was a bigger dip for us than them, but the Republic fell the most. And, like, I really want another fleet up north.
Construction complete.
But yeah, like, if we did earlier Hapens or Chiss or something, like, we'd still need to do a lot of roster development. Okay, let's Dorbola on that one.
Let's go.
And I'll really... Well, I guess most of the fighters in that fleet are down now because of all the captors.
Engines activated. Forward.
Yeah, like even if we use some subset of the Chiss or Hapen units we have developed for TR, like a lot of those are meant to have been introduced around the GCW or later. Even with the Hapens, like the Nova was from the Galactic Civil War era. It wasn't around in the Clone Wars, so we'd have like Battle Dragons and the Mist. So there'd be a lot of unit design work that needs to go into that. And like Fall of the Republic kind of exists to be this two great powers era, and then also you have the option of the Hutts in the other one, like in the other map. So having it like TR already fills the role of here's a bunch of factions, so we don't need to necessarily try to make them do the same thing.
Watch the crossfire.
Or at least this battle we can retreat from if we want to.
Can't hold on. I got
Our
it.
target priority is the laser cannons.
We have, what, 6 Lucre Hulks to get through? So I think we try to get through one and then retreat.
I can't see him.
The lasers are our target.
Shields are down. Power.
Weapons online. Open fire.
They're on me. Ah! Can't
Enemy
take 'em.
target sighted. Fleet. The transmission garbled. Repeat. Target the engines.
Shields are down.
Battle.
Batala, you're really not helping back there.
Fire at will.
I got one on me.
I will need to destroy the mines
Engaging enemy.
if I do want to retreat. So I should make sure that those are going down at some point.
Fire.
I got it.
But yeah, because we don't want to get like drawn into a bunch of
Targeting. Roger that.
fighters that are just going to increase over time as more and more jump in.
Forward.
Well, they're going for Batala with that too.
I'm lost power. I need help here.
Don't love that.
Hold on.
Rexfield is asking what ship is the hero in. So this is a unique ship called Batala Anvar,
Moving to attack position.
right there. Custom battlecruiser Batala Anvar.
Awaiting
The
orders.
special little guy.
Watch your six. Can't hold on.
I suppose I can throw in some of the fighter tenders. That'll help with some of the fighter control right now.
Weapons online.
I've been hit.
But we're
Fleet.
probably going to lose a few of these guys. We really need something to take out those mines.
Rendezvous at mark.
Are you still planning to re-implement raid fleets? Yep, in some form. It won't be re-implemented the way they were before, but there will be a replacement 3-way battle feature.
Get him on.
Navigation systems operable.
Okay, there's one, there's 2.
Battleship here.
I've got a
Our
lock.
target priority is the laser
Full
cannons.
throttle.
They've taken out our lasers.
I need
Right,
help
we're
here.
about to lose that. Okay, so we can bring in another one here.
Doors set.
And I can try to make sure that we don't lose the engines on this guy.
Can't hold on. I can't hold on.
Attacking target.
Shields are down.
Weapons charged.
Me. Power.
Do I go for the Recusant first? I think I might. I think we go for that.
My copy. Attacking. Form up.
I've got a lock.
I've got him.
And there's so many fighters that are causing problems. Alright, I'm going to drop in a tender.
I got one on me.
And I wonder if we can take out both of these guys.
I can't see him.
Weapons online. Fire at will.
We'll have a battle carrier and an Ox Hulk down. Because it's kind of overlapping. It's making it a bit more difficult.
Ship standing by.
But you've still got engines, right? The engines aren't under...
One on me. I've got a lock.
Let's make sure the engines stay alive.
Stay in attack formation.
Are we free to attack?
Stay in attack formation.
Battleship.
Locking target.
Okay, I really need to get that other mine down. I thought we destroyed all of them, but I guess we only took out 2 out of 3.
Frigate reporting.
Frequency open.
Roger that.
I'm in range. I've got a lock.
Because the fighters are going to keep being a bit of a problem.
Attack formation.
Roger that.
But if I can just take out these 2.
Weapons charged.
Can't shake him. I can't hold on.
And that'll be a third of the Lucre Hulks.
Our target priority.
Even if it's not a third of the Lucre Hulk power.
Yes, Commander.
We're losing the engines on that one too.
Form up.
I've got him disabled. Waiting
Where can we just get the bombers down?
Point one. I need help here. Increase to full throttle.
Weapons online.
Awaiting orders.
Stay
Copy.
in attack formation. Stay in attack
Well,
formation.
that sucks.
Engines activated.
Rendezvous at Mark 6.1.
Weapons charged.
Roger 6. I got it.
All the engines are at like
Weapons online.
half health on those 2.
Switch the attack pattern.
And this one's nearly down. They really... like they know what I want to do.
Fleet. Your transmission garbled. Repeat.
And I can't...
Thrusters at maximum. I'm in range. Swinging around.
Battleship standing by.
I can't just commit for a full... take out every Lucre Hulk battle.
We free to attack. Battleship.
I will... oh no, did we...
Formation.
Frequency
we're losing the engines, okay.
Moving to coordinates.
Roger that.
Please heal that hard point specifically.
Frigate responding. Get them off. Ready?
Please?
Got him on my scopes.
Weapons charged.
Increase to thrusters at maximum.
Ion beam firing.
Within attack range. Firing. Form up.
No, they got the engines on that one too. That sucks.
Waiting orders.
I need to
Moving to
break
attack.
And
They have strong resistance. Keep in
I'm
formation.
gonna, okay.
Swing around. Keep your eyes open. Switch the attack pattern.
Transmission.
They're gonna jump something else in right there.
Are our target. Battleship standing by.
You stay.
Fine.
Are we free to
You keep our engines alive.
the engines?
Okay, now we go.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
It's no good.
I think we should be able to get like we're still gonna lose you, we're gonna lose you, but well, he's got Patal out and the Dorbola.
Tactical battle.
Go to invade Alderaan and hike. Eh, fuck, cause we didn't take out the Teach on me, did we? So this is all gone too.
Reinforcements.
No, it's not. Okay. We're fine. That part's fine. Not even that big of a fleet anymore.
Calculating jump to light speed.
I just need to get a fleet up here to keep doing stuff.
Construction complete.
Okay, what's left there? Just the 4... That's 4 battle carriers, right? There's a battleship, or 3 battle carriers and then 1 battleship. So it was only the 1 Ox Hulk. But I'll need to get
Construction complete.
I'll need to get some anti-fighter before I'm comfortable sending them anywhere. Unfortunately.
Unit in
And
production.
I'll get a Dorbola on
Vehicle in production.
Yeah, we'll be able to go back up there pretty quickly. So,
Building.
no point getting that. We're going to defend on the ground, mostly. We're going to spy on Mandalore. We're going to spy on Kutrick.
Battleship here.
Moving out.
And we'll also spy on Dathomir.
Heading out.
Can I actually queue up
Unit
a bunch of light
inbound.
minstrels over here? Yes. That'll make it much easier.
Construction complete. Construction
Transport here.
complete.
Expanding fronts, we can get a Sajin. I mean, I'm not particularly looking for that right now.
Order acknowledged.
It's mostly what I want is just my VATs. Where can I get more VATs?
Constructing unit.
Okay, that's going to be our Coruscant plan for now.
Transport here.
At the ready.
Construction
Where
complete.
did I even queue up? Well, I can't, it doesn't matter. I can't really queue up the...
Transport here.
I can't queue these up here
Unit cancelled.
because I don't have access. Or I kind of do. We kind of do. We can see.
Reporting.
Yeah, we'll get it that way.
Right.
Tactical battle imminent. Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, we've got Alderaan getting attacked. The core is still in play. No, I don't care. Get out of there.
Command received.
Tactical battle imminent.
Technically a victory. I'll leave this and I'll just move these guys back over. Kiwi is asking any plans or vague ideas in the works for Star Wars Ascendancy, Sins of a Solar Empire 2. Absolutely none. Not even the slightest plan to do the mod on Sins 2. Like we got those. As far as Sins 2 goes, I'm going to be playing mods. I don't plan on making more. There's more of a possibility of me doing
Tactical battle imminent.
some Sins 1 work, but like, it's so annoying using the tools for Sins 1, and I really just don't have time. Like, a new mod is a huge commitment, and even doing the old one is a huge commitment, so it's not really...
Vector set.
Not really on the radar at all.
Moving to coordinates.
Let's go.
Okay, so we'll have these guys back. I mean,
Battleship here.
we'll have a guy back there.
Priority is the laser cannons. Frequency open. Preparing for combat. Roger that. Attack that target.
I wonder if I go for the battleship first? I think I go for the battleship first.
Copy. Attack that target.
This is half of the Lucre Hulks they have here.
Priority is the laser cannon.
And I'm going to keep our fighters back as much as possible, because it's their bombers that are going to be the threat.
Their launch bay.
Cannons are reporting.
Awaiting orders.
And of course, they're moving the one that I didn't want to
Direct fire on that
take out
launch
first in
bay.
front.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
So, okay, I guess we're gonna take that out first.
Engines activated.
All right, let's try to take out the fighter bays
Direct
on you at
fire
least.
on that
'Cause I can't do the full takeout of this just because it's
Weapons
aligned this
online.
way. But can I get fighter bays down?
Direct fire
Okay,
on
that'll
that
be good.
launch bay.
Now get that launch bay.
Disable their launch bay.
It's all about the launch bays.
That launch
We won't have to deal with many fighters if I can get all the launch bays down.
So good. Weapons armed. Attacking target. Direct fire on that launch bay.
There's one more launch bay.
battleship standing by.
Oh, this is handy. Yes, attack this.
Firing
Get the...
Stay in attack formation.
Disable their launch bay. Direct
Make the pass-through damage work for me.
bay. Disable their
Last
launch
one.
bay.
I've ever played Elite Dangerous. I did briefly, not a ton though.
Direct fire
Not enough that I ever really knew what I was doing. Which is kind of true of most
Disable
games.
their launch bay. Battleship here.
Like Kalo, who's been in like a few of the tabletop campaigns and used to be a TR dev. Was a big Elite Dangerous player. Yeah, I think we can take this out. I think.
Almost in range.
Think. Well, I know we can take it out. I think we can do it safely. It's tough because we might lose the Dorbola. There's...
Locking target. I've got him on my scopes.
Watch your six.
There's no reason to overcommit, but...
I've
Our
got him
target
disabled.
priority is the laser
I've got him
cannon.
on my scopes.
Mm,
Got him now.
Fire at will.
Awaiting orders. The lasers.
and there's one more in reserve after this.
Assault frigate here.
I mean, we can try.
I'm in range. Try not to let one on your tail. I'm in range. Here.
They're on me.
Someone's on my tail. For another pass.
Preparing for jump.
Do you use the mod for the torpedoes to go through shields? We are in the Imperial campaign I'm doing, but not in this one.
Someone's on my tail.
I typically don't use it.
Nerf herders.
Oh, we're gonna lose the Voracious. That's sad.
Construction complete.
We're heading out.
Alright, one more.
Tactical
Yeah, yes,
battle
took Nebu.
imminent.
Oh,
Reporting.
oh crap.
Vector set.
Might have to load a save.
Tactical battle imminent.
Nope. I think we're actually gonna be okay if I just go back
That's
there.
ready.
Seems like we're okay. How's this fleet? 272. Once we have that Dorbola, we're gonna send it north. Okay, Mandalore, we can see what's going on. That'll be simple enough. Dathomir, I think, is... Yeah, they don't have much there. It's just the station. Zanbar, same deal. And Kutrick doesn't have much either. Okay. I'm gonna queue these up.
Vehicle in production.
Keep getting vehicles ready. I guess Mon Cal, I can
Building under
I
construction.
can get some shipyards up here. How are we for our VATs? I still want more, but I know I shouldn't.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, it's working. It's working. Oh, they moved one of them away, I guess.
Incoming!
We can do this, and then we don't need to go much further than that. Well, that makes it really easy, because we don't have to worry about
Right away.
reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates.
But let's see if we can get the ion cannon shot on something else first. Yeah, I should have just put in only smaller stuff first, but that's
Heading out.
On the
the
way.
way she goes.
Vector set.
Alright, and I want the Karagas just because I want the burst damage.
Barrage that area.
Weapons online.
Get the barrage.
Direct fire.
Get
Launch
more
pad.
lights. Ooh, and I can get a tender in there still.
Vectors
Okay.
set.
Fleet,
So
the
stop
transition
there,
route.
and
Disable their
we're gonna try to get the fighter
Direct
bays down
fire
again.
On that launch bay. Battleship standing by. Disable their launch bay.
Matthew Mitchell is asking, I'm confused. How did the Trade Federation declare Newt Gunray an extremist and not associated with the Separatists when he's viceroy? So wouldn't he be their boss? And if so, how are they in the Senate? So a lot of the mega corporations, as established in TCW, they basically publicly claim that the ones on the Separatist Council are not actually part of them anymore and are like rogue elements. So it was essentially just protecting their ability to double deal,
Their launch bay.
and like the Clone Wars also goes into it being just complete bullshit. But that's how they justify it.
I got one on me.
I copy.
Like, oh, well, those fleets and that guy, that's not us. We're still here. And
Form up.
then they find out later that, in fact, they were associated with them, and they shouldn't still be here. I don't love that element, but that is what the lore is established as there.
Disable their launch bay.
Because, like, the banking clan claims to still want to be supplying both sides, essentially, and provides a lot of the money for the Republic as well as the CIS. But the CIS gets interest-free loans, and the Republic does not. And the Republic doesn't know some of this stuff.
Ready.
Our lasers are gone.
We're gonna lose whoever that was.
Try not to let
I
one
couldn't
of your
check the
tails
name before it exploded.
switch patterns.
Right away.
I'm sure it was lovely. Alright, Star Speak Huttese.
Doors set.
Come on in.
I got one on me.
The lasers are our target.
Point one.
And we got this last Lucrehulk.
Hold on.
I've been hit.
Command received.
Can't shake him. I'm lost
Fleet,
power.
your transmission garbled. Repeat.
I got one on me.
Like, I guess we can just go for the Munificent. But there's still going to be a Lucrehulk floating around somewhere down here.
I got one on me.
I'm not going to hunt it down. We're going to mostly just protect Solist until we have the station built up.
Hold on. I'm lost power.
Because otherwise we just need to focus on the north and getting Coruscant.
Use the laser cannons.
Shields are down.
Keep
Shields are
going.
down.
Ion cannon firing. The enemy has been defeated.
Got him on the run.
Oh. Well, no, I guess that's about what we lost even before the auto-resolve. Not that bad. So we can move back to Solist.
Moving to coordinates.
They don't feel tempted to attack.
Construction.
And 67% here. So it's those constructions that are being awaited.
Reporting in.
Reporting.
I think the VATs might actually be building slower.
Vehicle cancelled.
I don't need both full stacks. How many do we have right
At the
now?
ready.
3, 4.
Moving out.
I only need 5, probably. And we're just gonna go up here.
Construction complete.
What do we want to pathfind with?
Construction complete.
Reporting.
Battleship.
Okay.
Brigade standing by.
We're heading out.
Go to invade Kekelius. Do it, losers. As long as they don't go to Coruscant after.
Tactical battle imminent.
Sail barge here.
Tactical battle imminent.
Well, they're gonna probably take Kekelius. I should build some
Construction.
ground structures to defend on some of this. Alright, let's see if we can take Coruscant.
Invasion commencing.
Oh, I didn't actually have all 5 in. Oh well.
We've come across enemy units.
Our base is
Oh wait, I did.
under
Okay.
Ahead.
Let's
move out. Let's go.
at maximum unit capacity.
Can I help?
Building
And okay, let's
Aerial artillery reporting.
pop some people in them.
Ready for orders. At the ready.
I'm gonna see if we can actually land here and take another landing zone. 'Cause so far the answer has typically been no,
Moving out.
and it seems like that might still be the answer. Unfortunate. Okay,
Right away. Comlink.
you're gonna get out of there. Especially.
Moving out.
Oh,
Heading out.
okay. AA.
Form up.
Capacity.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Okay, nope. I want you down there.
Reporting. Destination ahead.
Over. Firing on target.
Commander?
Commander?
Okay, now we get repairs.
Constructing.
Reporting, sir. We're on it. We're standing by. On the way.
And then these guys, I guess? And, no, come on.
Blast them out.
We're ready to roll. We're ready.
At least we got the VAT.
Yes, Commander.
Or the hate.
I read you, sir. Over. New coordinates.
Ready.
Unit destroyed. At
Receiving
maximum
orders.
unit capacity.
Aerial
Nope,
artillery
get
reporting.
out of here. That's really gonna ruin our plan.
Roger that.
Destroyed.
Damn it.
At
Let's
maximum
go.
unit capacity.
Well, here comes Palpatine.
Ready for orders. Let's go. At the ready.
Form up. Attack.
Ready to receive orders.
Reinforcement point contested. At maximum unit capacity.
There we go. Okay, this is going much better. And he's gone.
Roger that. Keep going.
Okay, get rid of that. There we go.
Form up.
What are the next campaigns going to be? So, the Empire of the Hand is going to be as soon as that's possible. Hapen's as soon as that has their stuff ready. There's some other stuff for the CSA that I want to do that'll probably result in a playthrough.
Course set.
Other than that, I'm not sure.
Hostiles.
You secured the
Like,
Command, sir.
there are those ones that are kind of dependent on if or when certain things get done.
Firing.
But as far as any that are just like what the choice would be if nothing is ready, I don't know.
Receiving orders. As you wish.
That'd possibly come out to another poll.
Reporting. Squadron moving out. Engaging.
Okay, I wonder if we can actually get a foothold anywhere now.
Copy. Moving. I'll copy.
Copy. Right away.
Having Palpatine down really does help, though. So let's see if I can get these heals now. Oh, you guys get out of there. Get out of there.
Moving out.
Sir. Fire.
And let's get things that don't go on the ground or in the air
Yes, sir.
over here.
Yes, Commander.
Get out of there.
Skip ready. Ready. Open fire. Attack that target.
unit destroyed.
Ready. Heading out.
Okay,
Turret
can we get these
constructing.
seals now?
Reporting in.
Brigade standing by. Attacking target.
Standing by.
No, don't. Please, 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 please.
Move out.
I just want you to stay where you are. Please, just stay where you are.
Ready.
Construction
Aerial
complete.
artillery reporting.
All right, we're gonna get as many of these little flying guys ready for that.
Armor ready.
We'll get some AA or anti-infantry turrets here
Attack.
as well.
Point contested.
Get the lat, get the lat. Everyone, just get that lat.
Destroyed.
Let's go. Keep going. Attack that target. Attacking target.
Reinforcement point contested.
Ready for orders.
We've lost the
Commander.
landing zone.
Oh, we have not lost the landing zone. That's my landing zone. Cannot lose that landing zone.
Ready for orders. Fire.
I'm not sure if this is a garrison.
At the ready.
They get that from the capital or something. I'm not sure if that's been.
We've secured
Is that
a
new?
Have the target in sight.
unit destroyed.
En route.
At
Okay,
maximum
well,
unit capacity.
now we're gonna try to execute on that prior plan.
Roger that. Form up. This way. Waiting orders. Over there.
We'll put Dengar here to protect.
Scouting location. I copy. Executing flyby. Copy. Attacking. Targeting. Firing.
Okay, nope, that's bad.
Destroyed.
Moving to coordinates.
We're leaving.
Roger that.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting.
You're not.
Unit
Yes, sir.
destroyed.
Right away.
Reinforcement point contested.
Like I really want to try to get more landing zones, but we're kind of just
city.
Out of luck.
Anyone else want to rumble?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you deploy. At least with the artillery, that'll help.
I'm gonna break you into pieces.
And take over there.
Yes, Commander. Moving out.
Comlink active. Heading for attack position.
Our base is under
Attack.
attack.
Command received. Right away.
Reinforcement
Fire.
point contested.
I suppose go heal. Like, I really just wish I knew how much permanent damage we were actually inflicting.
Heading out. Reporting in.
Unit destroyed.
Because I don't think it's all that much.
Should pay more. Still want to dance?
Destination ahead.
But even then,
We've secured a landing zone. At maximum unit capacity.
it's just tough with our limited access to landing zones.
Form up. Attack that target.
Awaiting orders. Fire at will.
Okay. I think this might be real.
Scanning target. Come to pay us a visit. I wasn't expecting this.
Okay, now let's see if we can get in there.
I'm gonna smoke you. I'm laying down the
Copy.
Nope. Back off. Back
Let's
off.
go.
tank brigade ready. Attacking.
Dengar, move back a little bit. You guys are just gonna heal.
Reporting.
No, I want you to stay. I want you to go.
Yes, sir. Cut through them.
I'm gonna be rich. I must be moving up.
Nope.
This
You
way.
get over here.
Awaiting orders. Attacking target.
All charged up.
We've nearly got this one. We don't want to go too far, though.
Copy.
Okay, bring these infantry up. You guys can come help with this.
Targeting.
UTAT was definitely real.
Credits. Let's get up close first.
Our base is under attack. Reinforcement point contested.
Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Let's bring these guys back.
Ready. Engines activated.
Now let's just see what's over here. I think what I want to do is actually get this.
Roger that.
Get that down, and then we're gonna try to get a vision platform there. Where's Dengar?
Dance.
Dengar's here. Cool.
At the ready.
Just get all of our vehicles healed. Because Dengar can at least scout out when we're gonna get attacked by these infantry. You can give more vision for our artillery.
Awaiting orders. Ready to receive orders.
All right.
Turret
There's other
constructed.
vision for us.
Too easy.
Okay.
Comlink active.
Now let's go get this
Firing.
landing zone.
Show me what else you got.
Perfect. Coruscant has been tough, but it's about to be ours, I think.
Fire at will.
Roger that. As you wish.
Construction
Engaging.
complete.
There's so much infantry around here, though, too.
Reporting. Attacking.
Form up. I have the target in sight. Copy. Targeting. Awaiting orders.
Okay,
Heading for
get that
attack position.
next.
Want some more?
Now, Dengar, please get in there.
Squadron moving out. Moving. I copy. Command received. Attack.
Who wants some?
Like, even just this landing zone being over here is probably better. But I'm gonna
Pay more. I've got
see
more
if I
for
can
you.
get
Secured a landing zone.
Keep going.
repairs on this. I think that's within range of that turbo laser. No,
Reinforcement point
go.
contested.
Yes, sir.
almost.
Right away. Fire.
Reinforcement point contested.
Where's Dengar? He's okay. He's okay.
Yes, Commander. Moving out.
Give me a target.
Which is very difficult to get past the original amount of
Have some more. Unloading the bombs. You're asking.
Unit destroyed.
pop.
Beginning construction.
You're done for.
Moving to fire.
The other job.
Underway.
Beat me to
There we go. Okay, we're
Yes,
getting
sir.
there.
Moving out.
Pirate skiff here.
I would like to not have Dengar to suicide. I'd like him to go back here
Commander.
and
Move out.
Standing by, sir.
let's try to get these guys.
Ready. Heading out.
I wasn't expecting this.
Aerial artillery reporting.
Reinforcement point contested. We've secured a build pad.
Okay, this is going to be more vision. Oh, nope. Back off.
Ready.
We've lost a landing zone.
Now Dengar can come back.
Ready for orders.
And you can deploy.
Build pad.
I copy. Reporting. I copy. Yes, sir.
Nope. You're going to deploy. You're going to move.
I must be moving up in the galaxy.
Let's see.
Form up. Targeting.
We've secured a landing zone.
Your orders?
At the ready. Attack that
Do you want to
target.
get that? No, that's going to be
Attacking target.
too protected.
Destination.
I don't have to worry about the shields because we have
I'm all charged up.
everything that can just bypass it.
Waiting
But
orders.
okay, you guys
I'm gonna be
deploy or undeploy. Deploy.
Firing.
I'm going to try to take down that landing
Ready to
zone.
receive orders.
racking up the credits.
I copy.
Like right now, we can just have our artillery do whatever we need to. That's doing nothing.
Let's dance. You stay right there.
Just need to make sure the infantry doesn't come and ruin everything for us while this is happening.
Spearheading assault.
I could make it down. Okay, perfect. This is what I wanted. It's back.
Breaking bow.
For limited time only.
Reinforcement
While supplies last, and they're gone.
Gonna grind you to death. I found
Back
trouble.
off.
Reinforcement point contested.
I can't believe I'm getting
Heading out.
Come on. Dengar, that's your job
Reinforcement point contested.
to re-implement that.
Turret constructed.
Comlink active. Let's move out.
We're just getting so much infantry from everywhere.
Construction
Fire at will.
complete.
Cut through them.
Commence assault.
I guess I want infantry right now.
Roger that. Blast them out. Let's go.
Reporting.
We finally have a turret down. We finally have a turret down.
Keep going.
Right, now we can start heading for the base. And I'm going to try to take down the base shield.
Attack that target. Attacking target.
Our rockets should hopefully be enough for that. Oh, come on. There you go. That's what we want. Alright, now everyone can just go for the Senate building.
Form up.
Which means we have orbital support.
On my way.
Okay,
Full good knowledge.
back to the middle. Back to the middle.
This way.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting.
Show me what else you got.
At maximum unit capacity.
No, you are not allowed to have that. That is my vision. Stop it.
Heading out, sir.
Who wants some?
Yes, sir.
Okay, get it.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Over there. Engines activated.
Okay, I don't know if it's worth taking out the power gen here.
Firing.
I suppose I have the
Yes, Commander. Torpedoes away.
ability to.
Ready to go. We're going in. I copy.
Probably could have done it earlier instead of doing the
Let's move out.
Reinforcement
Let's
point
move out.
contested.
rush into it. Oh,
Yes, Commander.
that's bad. A turret that I hadn't noticed.
As you wish.
It all worked out. Maybe.
Command received.
We're gonna see if it all worked out.
Reinforcement
I
point
can't say that yet.
Moving out. Heading out.
Brigade standing by.
Okay, I'm gonna just send them way over there.
Ready.
Unit destroyed.
Not really what we want. See if I can clip both of those barracks.
Ready, sir.
I can. Now it's all worked out.
Ready for orders. Let's go.
Aerial
I can say that
artillery
for sure
reporting.
now.
Unit
More
destroyed.
infantry is good. You guys can die. I don't care anymore.
I
You did your
copy.
thing.
Standing by, sir. Enemy targeted. Heading out. Fall out.
Come back here.
Reporting.
I am also gonna send Dengar to build another thing here.
Engines primed.
So deploy.
Still want to dance?
Send our infantry in.
A build pad.
Get more vision so artillery can do more stuff.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
Bombing run
Cracking
available.
skulls.
Bombing run cancelled.
Oh, come on, dude. How many times do I have to teach you to build this, old man?
Constructing.
Let's go.
Come to pay us a
Yes,
visit.
sir.
Alright, we'll send the infantry over to this turret first.
Get ready.
Oh, there's already vehicles here, so
Keep my sights.
it's happening.
Keep going.
Is there even anything to worry about? No, it's just the AA turret, and then I can
Ready for orders.
just have everyone go kill that.
Engaging. At the ready. Let's move out.
Must be
Alright. Those are anti-vehicle turrets. We get that. Oh, that's still going to be active. There we go. Alright, Coruscant. One Palpatine for all that.
System control achieved.
And now we can
Under construction.
Beginning construction.
just build to defend there. I guess we can do the same with Alderaan.
Beginning construction.
Building started.
I'm sure nothing bad can ever happen to Alderaan. That'd be crazy. Okay, so we're just gonna defend down here,
Construction.
defend there. We go to Mandalore, and then we go... we go to Q-Trick.
Construction complete.
En route.
Like, who would ever do anything to Alderaan?
Right.
I couldn't see that being a possibility.
All out.
We already have vision of Danpar? No.
Construction complete.
Vectors.
Construction
Effectively,
complete.
yes.
Keep
At the
going.
ready.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, Trench.
Tactical battle
You've-
imminent.
You are, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Trench is probably my favorite space hero in Fall Republic. It's just a hunch, but I think it might be true. I think he's my favorite. All right, Dorbola,
Out.
Voracious. Let's put in Cataclysm.
We're set.
We got our New Zealand Navy replacement,
Frequency open.
and press the button. Press the button.
Roger that. Engaging enemy.
At our second last shipyard assault.
Target those missile launchers.
There's so many fighters.
I copy. Form up.
How far am I from winning? So we got to take Mandalore here, James, and then we got to take Q-Trick,
Awaiting orders.
and then we have
Copy.
vanquished all the foes that need vanquishing.
Point one.
Okay, fighters, can you come back?
Fire at will.
Engines
There are just a
active.
lot of
Forward. Weapons online.
maybe some point defense with Celebration.
Maximum unit velocity.
Standing by.
Attacking.
Bomber squadron
Okay,
reporting.
I would rather that we have stronger fighters in the back.
The transmission garbled.
Got him on my scope.
Because I trust our ships to be able to beat their ships. I don't trust our fighters to be able to kill their fighters. And I don't trust our ships to be able to survive their fighters.
We're in attack range. Frequency open.
Okay, come around, come up, and come down.
Weapons charged.
Blasted nerf herders.
Then all I have to do after this, I'll need to take a shower, and then I can try to release a Fall of the Republic hotfix.
I'm in range.
But I do need to get Kazoo up.
I've got my prospector.
Awaiting orders.
Keep in formation.
This is his first nap of the day, and normally this would be about when he's going for his second one, so I can probably leave him for a slightly longer one. I just gotta check on him.
Moving to attack position.
Poor little guy vomixed this morning, so
Kill those ion cannons.
that was
Attack.
also, I'm sure, not fun for him.
Blasted
Even though he didn't have to clean it. I did.
Full throttle. They're on me.
What's the large Hutt battlecruiser? This is the Dorbula.
Fleet, your transmission.
You have to emphasize it that way. Dorbula,
The
bula, bula,
lasers are
bula.
on target. Battleship standing by.
Otherwise, it doesn't
Are
count.
we free to attack?
Yeah. Let's put in the sergeant.
Battleship here. Attack that target.
Blasted nerf herders.
We really just don't have much in the way of anti-fighter on this, do we? I really
Frequency.
could be doing a much better job on that. I'd have a much easier time in general if I just did that.
Stay in attack formation.
I'm in range.
Meeting. Mark completed. That happened yesterday.
They're on me.
Stay in attack
Roger
formation.
that. Weapons charged.
The Dorbula and like the name and I guess roughly the size is
Copy.
the only
To break off.
real information, the canon information about the ship. The design is entirely Victoria, and I think you did a great job on all the Hutt stuff. I love the aesthetic of this faction and the execution.
Hold on.
Ready to receive order.
We're gonna have to send these fighters back to
Enemy target sighted.
Comlink active.
deal with these bombers.
Engines activated.
Got him on the run.
There we go.
Got him now. Blasted nerf herders.
Yay! Will Fall the Republic ever capture shuttles? It has it in the Hutts have them. They are the only faction in Fall the Republic that are likely to get them, though.
Construction complete.
Order acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Reporting.
All right,
Invasion.
invade
commencing.
Mandalore. Mandalore. Nobody tell Karen Travis this is happening. Don't do it. What are the difference between the W, P, and Q droidicas? I'm going to be honest. I don't know, and I never plan to know.
Beginning construction.
Reporting. Moving out. Advancing.
Oh, we have even more VATs
Squadron
here.
moving out. Command received.
Heading out.
Do I want to go down there? No, I think I do want to just go for the front. Let's get in here.
Construction complete.
Ready to receive orders.
Let's go down there.
Awaiting
All
order.
right, the planetary shield is here.
Ready.
You guys are already in combat, so you can start going in. Eee.
Reporting in. Squad, move out.
All right, let's see if we can loop around to that. At least we're distracting those
Keep going.
HMPs.
Have the target in sight.
So let's see if we can drop in here now.
We secured
Form up.
Nebula pad.
Heading for attack position. Awaiting orders. Attack.
We secured
Can you
engine zone.
sit there? Yep, yep, God, there, good, yep.
Right away.
This way.
I mean, Luthen and IR is gonna be
Reporting. Advancing on
gonna
the
be a
enemy
fun thing
now.
we can do.
Roger that. Affirmative.
We'll provide all the backup you need.
Form up.
Order acknowledged.
I don't have. Oh, I do have this. Okay, sick.
Over there.
Yes, command.
What I was looking for. I was gonna say I don't have the AA stuff, but I do have the AA stuff.
Aerial
So everyone else can just get those. Well, we already got that, so never mind. Okay, well that's bad. That's just the artillery there is just gonna die.
Ready to
You
receive
can
orders.
drop your friends off there.
We've lost
Awaiting
a
orders.
landing zone.
Copy.
Where? Okay, going up there.
Just give me a target.
Over there.
We've secured a
Engines
build
I am
pad.
shocked that this is actually still alive.
Tank
We've
brigade.
secured
I think we're gonna move them out here. I probably need to keep some of these around as distraction. No, this is fine.
I copy.
Perfect. Okay, Mandalorians, go up top.
Right. Setting
Non-Mandalorians, go over this way.
Comlink active. Receiving orders.
Well, I guess Rookcast is a Mandalorian, so...
Roger that. Attacking target. Form up.
Awaiting your orders.
Order acknowledged.
New coordinates. Yes, Commander. I await your instructions. Yes, sir.
Rook, can you get repairs there, maybe?
Roger that.
And let's move around here.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so the Mandalorians, the captured guys, they're all just gonna
Right away, sir.
rip through the base now.
Aye.
But we continue to hold on this side.
We're on our way.
Though, you know what? I guess we can
Turret
get these repairs. And most of you can start going to the base as well.
Reporting.
Find cover. Create a crossfire.
Okay, you're all too far behind to start taking cover now.
Awaiting orders.
Unit destroyed.
Move out.
Form up. Rolling out.
construction complete.
I await your instructions.
Awaiting orders.
Roger. Let's go. Armor advance. Awaiting orders.
Alright.
Copy.
Get you.
Ready.
Spread out. Incoming fire approaching.
The homing spider droids are very good against vehicles, less good against infantry. These
Then load your weapons.
Mandalorians are all getting the job done.
Yes, sir.
I copy. Cut through them. As you wish.
Edie has to be one of the best Star Wars characters there's ever been.
Roger.
Just not one we knew we needed, but one we
Moving to
we should have
that area.
known. Just incredible stuff.
Open fire.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting. Targeting.
All right, Mandalorians, slide on in over here.
Fallout troops.
We've secured a build pad.
And is this the last structure? I think so.
Blast them out.
Yeah, that'll be easy.
We've secured a build pad.
They do still have some units in the bottom right, or bottom left. Sorry, I know how things work.
Unit destroyed.
Ready. Command received. Attacking.
Moving to secondary position.
We've got him on the run.
Okay, there we go. What did the Death Watch and Protectors option do in Fallen Republic?
Achieved.
So you get
Building under construction.
you get units based on, or heroes based on your choice. I'm just gonna throw some stuff down to protect here.
At the ready.
Reporting in.
Vector set.
We're on our way.
Tactical battle imminent. The
You can have
palace is
that.
under
That's fine.
attack.
Oh no. Okay, that was almost real bad.
We've located the enemy.
Retreat.
They're falling
Retreat
back.
not
Oh,
allowed.
no, okay. Yeah, you guys leave. Ah.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, so we can... I think this is one jump off from Q-Trick.
There they are.
You play as the Hutt or the CIS split into their constituent companies or a single faction. Just like when you play as the Republic, it's air dependent how split up they are, but like there's the main CIS faction plus the sub factions.
Weapons online. Fire at will.
Like the later you start, the more unified they are,
Transmission guard.
but it's
Repeat. Engage.
more era based than
Fire. We're heading out.
faction based.
I've got him. I'm in range.
Battleship standing by.
Okay, like it's just the Valor.
Free to attack.
Hence all of our missile reliance.
Stay in attack formation.
Coordinates.
And it's not even a high level state or a high level shipyard. So without any extra support for them, unfortunately, our fleet will be 100% in totes operational when their garrisons arrive. Is the EOTH getting a super dreadnought at some point like an SSD? Nope, their biggest unit is going to remain the Intigo. They will be an SSD-less faction forever.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Moving to coordinates.
Destination is
Alright, this should be
Reporting.
the final countdown.
Battle imminent.
The enemy
Level
is
4 or
approaching.
level 3? Level 4. But with a capital shipyard. Alright. Dorbula. Let's get Voracious with that. We have somehow Jabba's return, Salacious Be Scrumptious, Celebration. We will also get Bohalek.
Doors set. Moving to coordinates.
I'm gonna move these guys towards the shipyard.
We're in attack range. Vectors set.
Copy. Engines activated.
Frequency open.
Maybe move in a little faster,
That.
a little farther.
Weapons charged.
Shields are down.
Roger that. Bomber
Copy. Form up. Firing. Awaiting orders. Our target priority is the laser cannons. Copy.
Alright, we got most of their ships down. It was just the
Engines activated. Weapons online.
just the garrisons.
Fleet, your transmission garbled. Repeat. Battleship standing by. Are we free
Alright,
to
let's just finish these guys.
The lasers are our target. Battleship
I'm gonna have the Voracious keep going for the shipyard.
open.
You're gonna actually turn around on those ships, and you're going to go for the shipyard as well. I'm gonna do it unconventionally.
Moving to attack.
It's actually not that unconventional. I'm just going for whatever's most convenient for everyone.
Weapons charged.
I don't want to make waves. I don't want to inconvenience people.
Copy.
I'm turning a personality flaw into an Empire at War strategy.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
Here we go.
They're on me. Hold on.
I think that's our last space battle. So we've got our Cutric invasion to go. And then we'll be saying goodbye to Celebration and Salacious Be Scrumptious. Yeah, let's see. That's it. Rook, you're leading the way.
Invasion commencing.
Because Darth Maul is dead on Coruscant.
Moving
Here,
out.
let's...
Heading out. Destination ahead.
At maximum
Let's vat 'em.
unit capacity.
We're going to take out the planetary shield. Rook is going to go
Yes, sir.
over here.
Affirmative.
Ready for orders. Right away.
So I don't actually think they have many garrisons either.
Spotted.
Engaging. I have the target
Okay,
in sight.
we might have garrisons to deal with.
Moving out. Heading out. Destination ahead.
You think Palpatine's going to bury Maul? He doesn't give a fuck.
At the ready.
And now he's dead too.
Heading for attack position. Attack. Fire. Let's move out. Let's go. Open
Okay,
fire.
now we can take out the planetary shield. And Rook, you overshot it a little bit. Not
Ready
cool.
to receive orders.
Ooh. Well, we're not gonna change anything by going after this yet.
Cut through them. Targeting. This way.
Secure air landing zone.
Blast them out.
All right, let's get artillery on that. We'll get some infantry here, and I want some WLOs.
Heading out.
Base is
Over
under
there.
attack.
Engines activated.
Okay, you're gonna go into the base, and you're going to... No, you're gonna go over here. You're gonna take out whatever the outbase structure is. Because these guys are gonna be
Standing by.
going for the middle.
I copy.
I want you to be able to attack that.
Firing. Comlink active.
All right, that's not really an outbase structure.
Command received. Attacking.
So we'll take out those. And you're all gonna go for that landing zone. Or,
Right away.
yeah, I guess technically I'm right. It is a landing zone. But the thing I want them to go for is the field base.
Firing. Engaging. I have the target.
Technically is the best kind of correct. Technically correct.
Yes.
We secure
Technically.
a build pad.
Awaiting your orders.
Roger that. Heading
Yeah, you guys can head over to the base now. You're in an inconvenient position.
Yes, Commander.
Rook is just leading the main charge. Okay,
Form up. Heading
Ooh,
for
that's-
attack position.
gonna kill one of you. Not quite. Ah, losers.
Open fire. Destination ahead.
Bombing run available.
Attack that target.
Do you think it was kind of pointless for Bad Batch to have Scorch in it if one, it wasn't with Delta Squad, and two, kind of did nothing the whole show? I mean, I do wish they had
Fire at will.
more with it, but I don't know that I'd say it was pointless.
Cut through them.
Really just a nod to other stuff.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Like,
Let's go.
We secure a landing zone.
I'm very biased on this because I probably made hundreds of dollars on Scorch being in the Bad Batch. I got to make a bunch of clips about it.
Firing. Engaging.
So,
I have the target in sight.
you say pointless.
This way.
I say the office that you can't see,
Over there.
that was partially funded by Scorch being in the Bad Batch.
The enemy has been defeated.
Which I think is a perfect note to end the campaign on. So let's see when the...
System conquered.
They always say they're invading Alderaan. But we're going to declare victory. See if the game crashes, because this was, I think, when that was happening. But
Construction
thank you all so much for watching both this stream and throughout the whole campaign. Hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a fun one. We are, like, our next Fall of the Republic campaign will probably be as the Republic. Because we did the CIS last year. God, last year. Jesus Christ. It's been, I guess it's been a few years since we've done the, Republic. So there's that. But yeah, the Empire campaign is ongoing. The Greater Maldrude supporter campaign is ongoing. So if you want to be a channel member, a patron, Twitch sub for access to a whole other campaign and from the ground up as the Greater Maldrude, that option is available. But hopefully Empire of the Hand once the Empire campaign's done. Then we'll... like Hapen's Empire of the Hand CSA, as soon as the stuff that's coming for them is ready, they'll be going in. If there's nothing ready, then I think the Republic probably is a pretty safe bet for the next campaign. Otherwise, I do want to do some of the historicals and Revenge. We'll see what form that ends up taking. But, you know when the Zero Command update for TR is coming out? That's a very loaded question, because it assumes there's going to be a Zero Command update. But we have economic efficiency 66. Ooh, execute economic efficiency 66. Conquest efficiency 81. Kill efficiency 76. I am a lieutenant, apparently. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Thanks for all the support. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Bye-bye. If anyone knows what that's a reference to, then I'll be very surprised.